I told my 2 grandchildren it wasn't like this before, as my grandmother told me, though not of self-induced war. 70 years later, and it's me sat in the chair, before the carbon meter and before monopolised air. I look down at them, wide-eyed, curious and small, anxious for them if they should ever grow up tall. I think of what to say, things I haven't said, things that were never things before things were all misread. Tell me how you found hedgehogs, Grandma, behind your parents' shed, or about those things honeybees before they all went dead. What about the holidays, Granny, and all those places under the sea? And what does Mummy mean when she said there could have been 3? I think about all of this and have to censor some of what I say and see on the turned-down television that it'll be 33 degrees this May. Before we talk, get some water, dears, but don't go over 1/4 of a litre. We know, it always says, Grandma, the flash is red on the meter. They both come back, glasses in hand, and in the past I prepare to immerse, back to when this world was only halfway to its hearse. Now, do you know what hedgehogs look like? Or how honey used to be made? Do you know where the Maldives were? I ask, my syllables afraid. Of course they don't. They've never been abroad, for me not since 2043, before the planes got too expensive, with my husband to Italy. There's 157 honeybees all tucked away somewhere, and 43% of British wildlife seem to vanish with each solar flare. Not just here. I remember the first big extinction, the polar bear gone when I was 19. The aerosol ban came years too late. Oh, how our memories hide the obscene. I wish I could look forward to when each of them get married. I wish I could slap each generation's cheek. I'm feeling ill they never carried. The people who never thought about the stories they would tell to their grandchildren can't apologise for this wrapped up, handed down hell.
The tall, gaping mouth of the redwood is burnt-edged with tar, where the drooling sap was cooked in the forest fire, and yet the sequoia still lives, the fire animating the tree's seeds. There at its roots, the miniature giants begin unwinding their 3,000 years, and the fire has split the tree's base with this dark vertical tear, in the seemingly impossible girth, in the russet-red roped wood, but it still sucks up the deep groundwater, as the snows melt early now, into its head of green clouds, and there is a secret rekindling of ants and wood beetles in its dark auditorium, full of within earth sounds, the agendas of insects, and a merriment of carcasses remade. The forest's logic rewrites its living floor to feed the redwood empire of overseeing that unseen is thinning out. And this old mammoth, this red val sequoia, grows among its congregation, with a black word in its mouth, a dry word full of needles that fire craves and which might be thirst.
Automachine by Aviva and Browne. Every morning I turn on all the lights, open all the taps and leave the shower running, then dress in shirts and illegal furs, all thrown out this time tomorrow and carelessly replaced just as the day before. Next I throw out half my breakfast and leave the house, turning nothing off, and feed the fire in the hearth on oil until it spits and chokes, and take a private vehicle to the airport and fly transatlantic twice just for the thrill. This is the modern world, the future dreamed about, you know. And when I return, I pay the garage to smother my car in water and the cleansers filled with poisons, so that it absolutely shines, so that I can take my mean, clean automachine and run over this planet's future.
The Grey Seal Speaks by Helen Pletts. My debris, call it that if you will, is seasonal. When my dead pup's rib cage falls open, That's it, all gone to the sand and the crabs. I have borne your plastic nets about my neck. They slash through my fur, dragged in the swell. See, they lie again on the beach, polythene ever lining the current. I have twisted, writhed, and taken my fear to the depths, returning sometimes free of it. Years later it still remains a scar crater about my neck. Let the sun come through. You're breaking shadows across me and mine, standing there, staring into your selfies, you with grey seal, you with grey seal pup. We need that winter sun, calf fattening, we are fallow layers. We lie here, quiet as grey rocks on the horizon. Did we ask for your attention? We have been skirting this coast, blocked from this beach. Your concrete defences held the dunes above our rolling height. Then we noticed the sand had raised her level, eased our path to a seagrass nursery. We have placed our faith in these dunes, and now you stand there shouting, and your pet dogs barking, rattling the sand with your laughter as we copulate in the breakers. Yes, it's life and death to us. You ruin the fish stocks, force us to scrape up the seabed crustaceans in the months you won't eat them. Take a selfie and take your litter too. Take you.